Oh my god. Y'all got my shirt on inside out. Hey guys, it's your girl Breology101 coming to you live from the 305. Today we'll be talking about Insecure Season 4, Episode 4, Low-Key Losing It. Alright, let's get started. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not new, welcome back guys. Thanks for joining us today. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I don't know why I popped. I don't know why I did that noise so loud. So I probably need to redo that one again. At the beginning of the episode, we see Issa in true Issa fashion going through it. It just seems like once Issa's problems start, they just don't stop. They literally just take off, and it's just a big snowball effect. So the first thing that we see is Issa. I don't know if Issa forgot to pay the water bill, or I don't understand what happened with that. But yeah, so Issa starting off the episode in bad position. You know, we up for a second, and then yeah, it just quickly spirals down. Issa, all her tenants came and let her know, like, you know, we need you to get it together, basically. So yeah, you know, I think that pretty much set up the rest of the episode for Issa. And yeah, so let's get started with Molly. The next scene was pretty much Molly sitting on the couch, basically, just to have her rollers in her hair. And I don't understand girls like this. Whenever they feel like everything's gotta be perfect for their man, they can't never let their man see them in like they true and natural form. You know what I'm saying? Like, some girls they can't let themselves be free. And we see that for Molly at the beginning. She can't even open up the door for the man. Molly just, I don't want to call it her insecurity showing, but like her insecurity showing. It's just another instance in Molly at the beginning as well. Whenever we see her already, she's just always putting work over her man, and I definitely like the way they set up the episode. I don't know if y'all have caught on, like, this season seems to be moving like super fast, and when I say that, it just seems like, except for like episode 2, that was kind of like a drag for me, but everything else, like the scenes, the episodes, everything just seems to be like transitioning super quick. It's not like they're like dragging out scenes that's not moving. It seems like, I don't know, I feel like we're getting a lot of scenes in per episode this season, and I'm so appreciative because I love whenever they just hop from stuff and we're getting all our questions answered and stuff's just moving. You're welcome for that long little rant. Anyways, so moving forward, we see the parking lot scene. I got notes behind here, so that's why if you just see me looking off, I'm looking towards my notes. So yeah, the parking lot scene, the parking spot scene, there we go. I just feel like it was another moment where Issa and Molly just kept on like where they can't verbalize their thoughts or their feelings, and we definitely see that in the parking space scene. It was comical. But yeah, so I just feel like that's been their whole relationship, like stop go, like and they're just about to crash. So yeah, that was a very nice scene. So quickly after that, Nansford call, y'all, and you know, I had said something about Nansford last episode. Nansford is Nathan once again. If you don't know who Nansford is Nathan, and he called basically just congratulate Issa on her success. And I just feel like I feel that even though they aren't together, I definitely appreciate him still calling her, checking in. I want to see Nansford though, okay? I want to see him. Like, hearing his voice is cool, warm my little heart. But I want to see him. I want to see Nansford. He's so just yummy to look at. Okay. Period. And yeah, so definitely hope that means that he's going to be showing up at this block party, which I really hope is next episode. That would be awesome if they just go ahead and skip to the block party. That would warm my heart. Yeah, so next scene, Tiffany had the baby. Tiffany had the baby, and yeah, if we are being honest, just like they said, just like Issa and Lawrence said, the baby does look more like Kelly than anybody. And if y'all don't think so, y'all need to go look at the baby and look at Kelly, because it's all in here. You know, try and get a good angle so y'all can see it's all in here. Derek exposing his and Lawrence's private conversation that basically they weren't planning for a baby right now. They were trying to wait like 2 more years. So I think that's interesting, especially, well, I mean, they said that they got pregnant after Issa's party whenever the garbage can caught on fire and put the little thing on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I think that's interesting that, you know, in this moment, it just doesn't seem like either one of them really want the baby. Besides Derek, I guess. Derek seems more like he wants the baby than Tiffany right now. But I also do think that Tiffany's going through like postpartum trauma. Postpartum. I need to Google this real quick because I don't. Lord have mercy, my battery is about to die. It's about to die. My battery about to die. Postpartum depression. So it seems like Tiffany is going through postpartum depression. And so coronavirus. Okay. The next thing that I definitely appreciate is the girls talking in Tiffany's living room about her delivery. And I definitely like how they touched on black women being treated some type of way during childbirth, because we do know that more black women die during childbirth than any other race. So I definitely do like that they highlighted that, brought that to light. Whenever Tiffany basically said that she almost died, pretty much. Well, she said she felt like she was about to pass out, and so she kept on telling them. Then come to find out, she had a blood clot. And if she basically said if Derek wasn't vouching for her, then who knows what would have happened. And I think that's a good job on Issa Rae and their production team. Like, kudos to y'all for highlighting that and bringing that to the forefront. Moving along. So I guess that the next thing to talk about would be Issa and Molly talking about each other to Kelly and Tiffany, but not talking to each other directly. We seen them trying to have conversation time and time again. Even this episode, Issa had called Molly on the phone trying to talk about something, and it's just like Molly was there ready to talk to her, and Issa just wasn't catching those vocal cues that Molly actually wanted to talk about something. Not just feel like they still having that conversation block, but need that conversation to happen very much so. Even at Tiffany's house, we see Molly and Issa talks to Kelly. She's basically just like, yo, has like Molly said anything to you? And she's just like, about what? And so it's basically like they're telling everybody else their problems, but they can't seem to find that time, that conversation, that starting point to help them heal and get it out there, whatever it is. They just need to get it out there, but they can't. Like, Issa and Molly just want to like pinpoint their problems in each other. They don't seem to like try and see their growth in one another. So even Molly seen Issa and Lawrence outside, and she was just like, oh, girl outside with her same old problems that she been having, but yet she want to call me out on my shit. Like, it's just like they can't see the growth in each other, and they're just always talking about the worst in one another, and just seeing the worst in one another. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what my girls is going through. I hope that they get it together though, because it's paining me to see it. I mean, I'm really just ready for them to end the friendship because it's literally a pain to see. But anyways, so yeah, we saw Lawrence and Issa having a moment outside. Lawrence wanted to talk to Issa about something, which I think has something to do with Condola. I think it has something to do with Condola. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It just seems like whatever little throuple problem that we're having with Lawrence and Condola and Issa, it seems like since Lawrence and Condola had a problem, then now Issa and Condola must have a problem, because Lawrence and Issa's relationship, friendship, you know what I'm saying? It's messy. And I actually do, like, since, you know, Issa got the call while she was sitting there talking to Lawrence whenever he was getting ready to tell her whatever this juicy secret was that I really wanted to know and was really dying to, like, just know. I just needed to know, Lawrence, what would you say? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to know. But they had set me up for that and I fell for it. But then Issa got the phone calls and Schoolboy Q had canceled on her for her block party. I feel like it has something to do with Condola. Do y'all or nah? Because basically, since they had a contract, from what Molly was telling Issa, then they shouldn't have been able to renege on they end of the contract. And I really feel like it has something to do with Condola. I do. I'm ready to see it. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited to see what they bring from that. And they do need to give us answers to why he canceled, because that's not fair. I'm tired of y'all just leaving me out here hanging, okay? Issa, you need to ask the question. Ask why your headliner canceled. Don't let that nigga cancel, okay, sis? Period. And pretty much I'm proud of Molly. I really am proud of Molly, because it seems like she's starting to get it together. It seems like Molly is learning how to communicate, learning how to talk about how she's feeling instead of just assuming and thinking that her man is going to just know what she's talking about. I mean, know that her man is in the same page as her. Gotta learn to communicate, ladies. Communicate. Learn to communicate. Men don't know what's going on if you're not going to tell them, and you gotta tell them, okay? Because how you gonna know if you're on the same page if y'all not talking? Period. So yeah, I'm excited to see Molly in an actual relationship with Andrew. I do feel like we got to see a big step this week. Whenever at the beginning of the episode, it seemed like Molly was being same on Molly, just, you know, assuming that men are on the same page as her pretty much without communicating. And for her at the end of the episode to be able to resolve that problem, and it seems like they're on the same page. They know how to talk through things versus just like cutting things off and ending the conversation like she did at the beginning of the episode whenever, you know, she didn't want Andrew to go to Seth's crib and go play poker. Like, she didn't want that. And instead of verbalizing that, she was just like, no, don't cancel it. No. She working on it. We getting it together. Okay, sis. Period. So yeah, I think that it was just a little slap in the face to Issa at the end of the episode whenever Molly basically said that she didn't want Issa, whenever Issa spirals down and all her problems start becoming the weight of the world and everything starts to fuck up like in Issa's nature it does. She didn't want her man to be involved with that, pretty much is what she was saying. Like, no, I'm not going to risk my relationship for you and your mess. And as a friend, like, whew, that hurt. Oh, it hurt. Issa had a moment. I mean, it seemed like they were trying to communicate there at the end. She was just like, well, what you mean by that? Then she was just like, well, I mean that I don't want your shit getting messed up with my man, pretty much. Then she was just like, oh. But I feel like instead of saying the oh, then she could have been a little bit more expressive in how she felt. Because, I mean, as we've seen in her body language, it definitely bothered her to hear Molly say something like that. And instead of just taking it and holding in how she feel about it. She should have expressed how she felt. But yeah, so they definitely set us up for a good next episode. On my Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram at Breology101, same thing. And on my Instagram, I had asked if y'all were Team Molly or Team Issa, and everybody Team Issa, and I'm feeling it, y'all, because I don't know, as much as Molly is seeming to come around and seem like she's just getting it together, I just can't take the way she treats my girl Issa, and it really bothers me. And
it's upsetting me and my homegirl, because if you can't go to bed no chase, where the hell could you go?
Period. So yeah. So I think that is all that I have left to say for this episode. I am excited to see where they take us next week. I definitely hope it is the block party. If it's not the block party, I don't really know where else they could take us, because we was a month out. So what can happen in 30 days? I'm excited to see who Issa gets for her new talent for the block party, because like we saw, hers dropped out. I hope that they bring Condola back. I hope that Condola didn't just leave us forever. I hope she still has a word to say and that she's still going to be Issa's friend. I hope that Nansford comes back. If the block party's next episode, I hope that Nansford makes his grand appearance and shows up to support Issa. And I hope Lawrence is there to support Issa as well. And I just hope all her men are there. And even Daniel. Bring Daniel back, because Daniel had them arms. And yeah, I hope that Molly and Andrew can find true love in one another. And I hope that Molly and Issa's relationship keeps getting expanded and just showing us more and more to why they are no longer friends, as we saw at the beginning of the episode. I am thrilled to see more of little baby Simone that looks like Kelly, and to see whenever Tiffany and Derek's problems are going to come out. I can't wait to see what Lawrence had to tell Issa at the beginning of the episode. There's so much that I can't wait to see. But yeah, if you can't wait to see me next week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for liking. Hit the subscribe button. Turn notifications on. Like this video so someone else can see it. Hit that share button so the whole world can find me. Comment below who you want to see at Issa's block party. Let me know what artist you would love to see at the block party. Hashtag block party. It's your girl Breology101. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Check me out next Monday. I will be here for Insecure Season 4, Episode 5. I think today was great, guys. So, yeah, I can't wait to see you guys next week. And toodaloo.